So I'm just waiting for this man to come downstairs and talk to me because I knew it was coming. So I'm sitting there, I got my t-shirt on, and I'm trying to eat breakfast, dreading that he's coming downstairs. And I'm thinking, Mom's not home. There's no buffer. Mom's not here. She can't get in between. Tony, stop, Tony. No, Genie, no. There's none. So I'm just looking down, and then I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. He goes over to the microwave, does his thing, looks at me. It's over by the sink. So you don't want to play anymore, huh? I look up. I go. He goes. So I kind of get up. I didn't know what to do. Right? I'm standing there. He walks over. You don't want to play anymore? I said, no, I don't think so. He goes, I looked at that. I looked it upstairs, and sure enough, he came after me. I don't want to play anymore. So, needless to say, I ended up playing for a lot longer from that point on. So yeah, but I will include that in the books. This one I really like. This is the Hollow Easter Bunny, the Hollow Chocolate Bunny. So I just started working. I just started making money. I was, 15 and a half. And I knew my dad loved chocolate. Rick? You can relate, right?
I know how he feels.
Right.
Every day's okay.
That's right. So, getting a chance to work with Rick alongside him the past 7 months, it's been nice because I see similarities in him with my father, definitely with the sweets, and I'm thinking, man, it's like my dad. But he loves chocolate, so Easter comes, and I'm thinking, man, I finally get to buy something for my dad and for my mom. And what do I get? So I see this Easter bunny, and it's a hollow chocolate bunny. I go, oh, this is great, because I'm using my own money. So I give it to him, and my dad has this way of, like everybody has shared, he makes you feel like he's like so thankful. He makes you feel warm and welcome. And I remember he said, oh, thank you. A couple months later, I go into the pantry and I'm looking for something. I see this box. And this is the chocolate bunny. I go, Dad, how come you didn't eat this? He's at the kitchen table. He goes, that's that shitty chocolate. Totally forgot that I bought it. I said, Dad, I bought that for you. Now he had to retract. He goes, that's not so bad. So he still had a way of trying to make me feel a little bit better about the situation, right? That's that shitty chocolate. So I think from that point on, I started getting him really good chocolate. So I didn't want to hear that.
Solid chocolate bunnies.
Well, solid and maybe Godiva, but things I knew he would really love. Yeah. This is one thing that I really appreciate that I got to see was the Teamsters that came yesterday. There were 3 guys from the Teamsters Union, and these guys, 2 out of the 3, they were all tall, but 2 out of the 3 looked like ex-football players. I mean, like 6'4", 6'5", Dale's height, but these guys were just built, right? You didn't want to tangle with them. And I remember the story my father would tell. He would talk about his Rini Rigo days, right? When the Teamsters were starting to come in this negotiation, trying to get the benefits and the pay, compensation, all that stuff figured out. And he would tell the stories. This is what's great about my dad, as you all know. He would tell you the stories, and you felt like you were there. And when you met the people, it would flood in as though you were there, but you knew who these people were. So he tells a story how they just weren't getting along. These guys came in with an air about them, and my dad didn't like that, right? You're not coming into my territory and telling me what to do, right? So the story goes, and I'll have to confirm it from their side, but I at least heard the Tony Rosati side, which I do believe. the story goes, these guys, my dad almost lunges across the desk at this guy, and someone pulls him back. I think Len Muty was having to pull my father back. And my dad, for some reason, he loved baseball bats. I don't know why. But he goes, hey, I got a baseball bat. Let's go outside and finish this right now. Come on, right? So my dad's just 5'8", right? But built, stocky Italian guy. And you got 6'4", this dude that comes off of what looked like an NFL team. And he's probably thinking, who is this crazy Italian, right? Threatening me with this bat. I got this baseball bat, right? So those guys came yesterday. I finally got to put a face with the story. And I even brought it up to them. I said, oh, I heard about this. And he's like, yep, you know, it started with me and your dad butting heads, but, you know, at the end we were hugging. And that's how it is, right? You know, if he's just a very warm person. Very warm. So I think I have another story, believe it or not. This is the Big Tony story. So my dad loved the mafia stuff, right? He loved being Italian, but he just loved, because he looked the part. He looked like a mobster. And Pino does too. There was actually a magazine shot, and I swear Pino was in it. He does modeling on the side. So we have to get this. But I remember one time, this ties in, when I was playing soccer for Ohio Premier, this was a club team. Matt Kukla was a friend of mine. He goes, hey, is your dad in the mob? I said, I could tell you, but no, I'd have to kill you. He goes, I swear your dad's in the mob. I was like, what's in that trunk? I can't tell you, right? I told my dad, he loved that. But Big Tony, so this goes way back, right? He just carried himself that way, and he loved The Godfather. He loved playing that role because it just fit him very well. So I heard, this was a more recent story. This had to be within the last 6 months. He was going to PA with one of the guys from a company he was doing consulting work for. Might have been Robin Industries or something of that nature. So he's with a couple of the big wigs from that company. And they're driving through the Poconos. And, you know, my dad goes, who says this, right? He's got to be in the mob. He goes, you know, they can hide a body back there. So the guy's in the front seat, my dad's in the back, you know, he's starting to feel like, should I be up here? Should I you know, what's Big Tony doing? So he was known as Big Tony. They went to a restaurant with these guys as they finally made it there. And they get in, and they were selecting something off the menu, and they ran out of it, whatever my dad ordered. So the guy's like, oh no, we'll make sure. So they play this up, right? They're sitting there, my dad's there. They go, hey, they call the server over. Yeah? He goes, you know who this is? This is Big Tony. You don't say no to Big Tony. So my dad's sitting there, you know, he's got that look on his face, playing it up. He's, you know, what do you need? You get what Big Tony wants. So he goes off, he talks to the chef, he comes back. I think the chef came out, right? It's like, well, what do you want we can make for you? He goes, yeah. He goes, you don't say no to Big Tony. So this guy was scared. Needless to say, he ended up getting what he wanted. These guys had a hoop playing it out. All he needed was the top hat. So these are some things I wanted to share with you guys. I mean, you know, the past couple days to see everybody come through has been